What's going on, guys? Welcome to the Being Beautifully Honest podcast and channel. Thanks so much for being here and for being subscribed. If you're not, go ahead and hit that button. And if you're listening on YouTube, hit that like button. It's like walking in the room and hitting that light switch. Let's brighten up the place and get into this reality chat. All right, guys, so listen up. I wanted to talk about something because I really just found this comical, and when it came out of Gumby's mouth, I was like, what the heck? What is he talking about? All right. He made a comment about Keke being jealous of Tisha's life, claims that, Tisha's living the life that Keke felt like she deserved. And what would that be? What would that be? And that just goes to show you the superficiality of he and Tisha, because as I see them over these seasons, not much has upgraded about their life except for Tisha's outfits changing to be much smaller and looking extremely uncomfortable, her getting her hair done maybe every 3 days, having a makeup artist beat her face all the time, instead of just being natural, because it's like, yeah, you're on a television show, but yet this is supposed to be about you all living your life. And that was not how you came on the show presenting yourself. So, does Keke want to be fake? I don't know. You guys let me know in the comment section below. All right. Does Keke want to have a husband that maybe possibly cheating on her and playing in her face? Does Keke want to have a husband that travels to another continent because he needs to get away because he's depressed, and so he's never been to this amazing place before, and so he just needs to get away and be there by himself, leave her and the kids here to fend for themselves and hope you're good until I get back, not take his phone with him, so can't get in touch with him in the event of an emergency, or just a freaking check in to say good morning, how are you, and then just whenever you show up back, hoping things will be better and you'll be happier and willing to stick out this marriage longer. I don't know. Maybe Keke wants that. I don't know. You guys let me know in the comment section. All right. Does Keke want all of this land and a pile of rubble that at this point in time, it's almost 2024, this manor should have been built by now? Like, does she want the lawsuits, being sued for fraud for $5 million, being accused of taking people's stuff that have hired you to do construction jobs for them, and you're using their stuff for your own home, allegedly? Does Keke want that? I don't know. You guys let me know in the comment section below. Does Keke want a husband that doesn't want to renew their vows, and on their 15-year wedding anniversary says that he's just really depressed and he is just going to stay in this marriage because it's just what you do, not because he genuinely loves her and knows that this is just a mental health thing that I'm going through, and we're going to work through this together, but I really love my wife. I love my family. Does Keke want that? I don't know. You guys let me know your thoughts about it in the comment section below. Does Keke want a husband that uses her for the sake of the business to be able to allegedly get contracts and deals, because in the bidding processes, it's more favorable if you have a double minority for the business, and so that would be an asset, but only wink, wink, nudge, nudge. This is just for the sake of us trying to get these jobs and these deals. But the husband is really the one that takes control. And by the way, also kicks you out of your office and brings someone else in. Does Keke want that? I don't know. You guys let me know your thoughts about it. Does Keke want a husband that plays on her insecurities? So even though she already has her own insecurities, he plays on them even more, so it makes her insecurities grow even more. Does Keke want that? I don't know. You guys let me know your thoughts in the comment section. Does Keke want a husband that just moves them from pillar to post and makes the insinuation that you and the girls, you live in this apartment and me and our son will live in the house that we're rehabbing, but it's just temporary, quote unquote? Like, does Keke want that? I don't know. Like, what really is there for Keke to be jealous of? The only thing that he could try to bring up is the fact that they're on this TV show. Because Tisha tried to say that about Keke too, because when she did that interview with Carlos, as we know, Carlos, he's moved on to bigger and better things now, so he doesn't really interview the people who's on his shows anymore. It's more people like Nene Leakes and Erica Mena, and like this is what he's doing now. Jocelyn Hernandez. So he doesn't really have the time of day for the people that was on the show. Like, is Love and Marriage DC ever coming back? That's weird. But anyway, she made that insinuation when she was being interviewed by Carlos, and she said that Keke always wanted to be on TV, so she's happy that she's on the show now, which she really didn't look like she was happy about it. But, she says one thing and then her facial expression says another thing, because even when they were at the table after Keke and her husband left and they were discussing those two, and Keke's like, I really like I love Amin. And when she was saying that, her eyes were rolling up in her head, looking up like girl, you don't mean that. But for Gumby to sit there and say that Keke is jealous because she feels that Tisha's living the life that she should have been living, it's like, what? But you notice he's the only one that says that. Tisha isn't saying that. She isn't saying that. The only thing that I really heard Tisha say when it comes to Keke is in regards to her marriage, and Keke saying anything about her marriage. Gumby is the one that's sitting there talking about drugs and her being a user and being addicted, and drugs made her do that, and drugs made her do this, and drugs. Gumby is the one that is continuously disparaging her. And the thing that pisses me off even more so about that is the fact that this woman had a medical procedure where they were prescribed and she got addicted to those prescriptions. I'm not saying that prescription drugs, being addicted to them, is better than street drugs. I get that drugs are drugs, addiction is addiction. And unfortunately, we live in a country where addiction is, it is, how should we say, even though they try to say that they don't want people to be addicted, in all honesty, they promote a lot of things that do cause addictions. Yeah, people can be addicted to work or addicted to, things that aren't really unhealthy in a way, because some people might say I'm a workaholic, because as I sit here, I'm doing this recording and my husband's like, what are you doing? It's 1 a.m. Let's go back to sleep. And I'm like, I want to get some work done because I have other things to do. So I don't really, I have to carve out time to do these, but I enjoy doing it. But I know my limits and I know when to pull back when I need to. But this country, they promote alcohol. People become addicted to alcohol. They, in a way, promote prescription drug addiction because, like Keke was saying, and I 100% agree with her, why do they have to prescribe these narcotics for painkillers when a lot of people don't really need them? I have had serious surgeries where I was prescribed oxycodone and I refused to take it. one of the reasons is because I know that addiction is in my bloodline, and I refuse to allow myself to partake into something that I feel might become a problem. So I don't sit in judgment of anyone that goes there because, like she was saying, she probably didn't even need anything that strong, but they prescribed her to it. She took it. She liked the way it made her feel, and she wanted more of it. He's just making it seem like this chick was just out here like a freaking crackhead, and I'm not speaking anything negative about people who get addicted to those things too, because people go to that type of stuff to numb other types of pain, if you will. Pain of abuse or abandonment or whatever other issues that they've had in life and the hard knocks of life that people have unfortunately experienced. You know what I mean? So because they don't want to feel that way anymore, they go to things like that. That is terrible. But this woman, she is a college professor. Like, she got addicted to pain medications. But let's just be real. Gumby is out here trying to make it look like she was a freaking basehead, like she's a crack whore. Like, let's just be honest. That is the light that he is trying to put her in, who's out there trying to pick her up at 2:00 in the morning on the streets. So you know what that's insinuating, right? It's making it sound like she was out there trying to sell that thing to get some money so she could score some drugs. That is not what she was doing. And I refuse to agree with that. I refuse to believe that. I don't believe that. And if I ever had the opportunity to speak to Keke, I would love to ask her how she feels about that, because that's what I pick up that he is insinuating when he says stuff like that. And it pisses me off. It really does. So Keke is jealous of what? Jealous of Tisha being married to this misogynistic bastard? I think not. I absolutely do not agree with that. I don't believe it. I will never receive that. And he's just full of shit. And I just cannot stand him. I really didn't think that there would be anyone on the show that I couldn't stand more than Hotel. I'm not going to say I can't stand him more than him, but they're probably on equal footing. And for those of you who have been here on this channel and on this platform with me, you know that I can't stand him. Period. So I just wanted to talk about this. Like, what could Keke possibly be jealous of when it comes to Tisha's life? Because as far as I'm concerned and the way it's looking, there doesn't look like there's anything to envy there at all. Like, you're not married to a man that's that attractive. And beauty is in the eye of the beholder, because some people may say, well, Keke's husband ain't all that either. Well, that's her husband and she loves him. So what I'm saying is, when it comes to the husband, I am highly, highly doubting that she is jealous of the husband that she has. And that's what I'm saying. Two, when it comes to the lifestyle, yeah, y'all might have that black cigar lounge. Who really knows how successful that really is? I don't know if it's that successful. I really don't. When it comes to their Scott business, they're going through a lot right now when it comes to the legal department and all of that stuff. So I don't think there's anything to be jealous of. So who's jealous? What do they have that anyone really wants? Keke or anyone for that matter. You let me know, because maybe I'm missing something, guys. Thank you guys so much for being here, for liking and subscribing. I'm Beth, just being beautifully honest. So until the next time, I wanted to keep it brief, beautiful, and now I'm going to say bye.